真を確認。
Hi guys, this is AC Gamer back with a new video on counter side. So in today's video we're going to be taking a look at the main reason why the KR server, the KR of counter side is currently on fire. Yes, it is burning. However, not really now, because they did put out a bit of notice. They did sort out the issue a little bit, so it's calming down at the moment. However, I still want to talk about it. So yeah, let's get right into the meat and gritty and the main reason counter side is having issues and why players are getting extremely annoyed. So yeah, before I actually take a look at that, don't forget to like the video, subscribe, stay tuned for more content on counter side. Let's get to 10k subscribers. At 10k subscribers, I will be doing a giveaway, so definitely stay tuned for that. So yeah, let's get right into it. So you already know with my channel, I actually do take a look at issues with certain games. Whenever a game starts having a huge dislike, I've done that with various other game. We got Punishing Great Raven during the first release. We got World Flipper and all of that stuff. So I do take a look at other issues with other games as well. So it's not like I'm coming out for counter side, because I believe this is the second video I've made where the game is on fire and players are currently angry. So yeah, it isn't like I'm picking on counter side KR. I still think, well, actually I'm not sure how I feel about the KR server at the moment. I've heard that people say it is the guinea pig server where the game developers test out certain stuff, and if it's bad they'll go ahead and fix it for the SEA server, which is technically true. They give us the better version of the current event that the KR version had. So let's say it doesn't go well with the KR server, they will switch it up and give us the better form of it. So yeah, why is the KR server in fires right now, in flames? That is because of the new Rearm system. So we actually need to go over to here so I can showcase the Rearm system. They look fantastic, I'm not gonna lie. Now I'm all for the Rearm system, not the one they currently have, the one that was having issues, but I do like the idea of making all the characters stronger. So that is the main thing I like about it. So people actually thought I liked the new system where they gave us, where we had to use extremely high resources to actually work on a character. No, I'm not for that. I am for the overall change of a character, making them stronger. So yeah, the Rearm system, I will be taking a look at Reddit as well, because someone did do a perfect explanation on the current issue right now. So basically the Rearm system, the amount of resources that it costs for people to actually rearm was extremely massive, and due to that there was a huge backlash with the KR server. So you have to sell your full SSR copies of a character, and then you get certain materials called the Rearmed token or something like that. I really don't know the name for it, but with that token you can go ahead and start working on your characters. So to actually advance your characters to make them a Rearmament version, right now in the KR server there's only three characters that you can actually rearm. We got the Xiaolin, there's actually 2 versions of her. We also have the Yumina, and we also have the Iron Ilford over there. But yeah, you're going to require 280 advancement rearmament data, which is extremely hard to get. I do believe they have fixed it right now, or they half the amount to require, but at the same time there is still issues with that, because some of your characters do need to be at level 110 before you can actually rearm a character. So if you're on like a newer player in a KR server, the chances of you being able to do that is practically impossible unless you're a whale. This system was originally meant for whales in my opinion, because first you will need to get your characters level 110, then you're going to require copies of the same type of character. So let's say you want to rearmament, you want to make Xiaolin the rearmament version, you're going to need a sniper advancement data. So to do that you would have to sell or discard your sniper SSR characters, and then you get certain amounts of rearmament data, and that is going to be extremely expensive. The thing was that you can actually use the free SSR characters that you get from the supply expedition, where you can actually go ahead and start farming SSR characters. You can actually use that and you can sell that, and you'll still get some advancements rearmament data. However, the amount you get is extremely low. You only get 2 advancement rearmament data. However, if you decide to sell the ones you get from Gacha, you get 20. So as you can see, that's a huge drop in the amount you can get. Now I'm not sure what the fix is, if they actually managed to change that, but I do understand that they've definitely reduced the amount of resources you require to rearm your character. So I believe it's now better, however it's still not the best in my opinion. So based on what I just said right now, you can really tell that the rearmament system was going to be very expensive, and it only worked well for whales, and even whales didn't like it because they had to spend even more money. You first have to get your characters to level 110. So let's say you're a whale, you got your Xiaolin to 110, now you're going to have to summon for other characters, other sniper characters, so you can use that copy, sell that, get the required amount of rearmament data. Now I do believe you can actually get some rearmament data from events. However, they never talked about how much you can actually get from events, so it does sound like, yeah, okay, you could get this item from events, so you shouldn't be angry about it, but it doesn't talk about the amount. So they might even give us like 5 and 6, so that is definitely not going to be enough, especially because we need 280. Now the KR server actually, I believe, went on maintenance, or they gave out a compensation, so they gave out 5,000 quartz, which is it enough? I don't know. Ask the KR server. However, they did decide to reduce the amount of resources required to rearm your character, and I believe they did a slight change with the other stuff as well. So yeah, it is slightly fixed. However, there is still issues. The rearmament system actually takes your characters from level 110 all the way to level 100. Now you're gonna have to go ahead and farm more resources, farm more gold and XP, and get all your characters back all the way to level 100. But the thing is, even a rearmament character at level 100 is completely stronger than a normal character at level 110. So yeah, it's still worth it. However, it just costs a lot of materials that free-to-play players are going to realize that this isn't for them and it's for whales. Now I do hope that this gets fixed, and I do hope that the amount of required data, when I mean data, I mean like the premium prime data required to level up the skills, have been changed because it's still relatively expensive. The rearmament system made the existing issue with fusion cores even worse, because usually we would use our dupes to actually upgrade our characters from level 100 all the way to 102, 104, and so on. However, now people are going to have to use the SSR dupes. Instead of working on that specific character, they would have to now sell that, get a couple of advancement materials so that they can actually go ahead and level their character, which in turn makes the fusion core very, very hard to get now, because you're not going to be using dupes to upgrade that existing character you have. Right now there's only, I believe, 4 characters or 3 characters you can actually get the rearmament system on. However, it is going to be extremely expensive, and I do believe you also require a huge amount of data to get this level up. Unfortunately, I can't actually translate this. I would love to see the skills for the brand new characters, but it's much easier to rearm the characters now with the brand new update, especially with the SR characters. Now take a look at this animation. It actually looks pretty dope. I actually like this one over here with Yumina with the fires around, which perfectly synergizes well with what the KR server is like right now. KR server is on flames, it's on fire, but right now they are trying to fix it out, and I do like the fact that Nexon did admit their issues and they're going out of the way to fix it. Usually games will take a long time before they actually fixed it. Right now the game is still at 1.0 rating on the Play Store, which is absolutely garbage. I remember, well, the lowest I've ever seen is actually 1.0 exactly from this game. I believe Genshin Impact with their anniversary, the game did go all the way to like 2.5, but yeah, surprisingly the one from Counterside went all the way to 1.0. It perfectly shows that the players were not going to take crap from any developers. But I'm still very impressed with the way they handled this issue in terms of like sorting it out. It didn't take them like 2 days to come up with a note say they will fix it out like most games do. They didn't just gloss over the issue, they didn't just ignore it. They went out of the way to fix it. They gave out compensation. Now if you guys are in the SEA server and you guys are also worried about this issue, don't worry. Like I said, the SEA server will give us the better form of the rearmament system. So once the game developers have tested out all the issues, have tested out the solution on the KR server, the SEA server will get the better one. Now, when will the rearmament system come to the SEA server? I actually do not know. I don't think it will be coming out anytime soon, because even Shaolin right now, the normal one is still broken relatively in the arena, so she's still quite useful to have, but we never know. Maybe they'll give us this one early on, just like they give us the skins. And yeah, I'm so excited for this rearmament system. Stay tuned for more content. I will go over the skills for the new rearmament characters on another video, and I will take a look at other stuff as well. It's been your boy AC Gamer, and I'm out.
Was it the voice? Was it the fire burning in me?